All right, let's get right into it. If you're starting from absolute zero with your credit history, or maybe you're just stuck getting those tiny, frustrating credit limits, then this is for you. We are about to lay out a very specific 4-month playbook that takes you from nothing to getting approved for high-limit credit cards. Let's do this. I mean, does this hit home for you? You finally get approved for a card, you're all excited, and then you see the limit is, what, 300 bucks? 500? It's barely enough to do anything with. Well, that whole experience, we're putting an end to it right now with this proven system. So you might be wondering, what's actually possible here? Well, look at this number, $10,000. This is what an 18-year-old client got as his very first credit cards, starting with absolutely no credit history. We're talking 2 different cards, each with a $5,000 limit. This isn't just a theory, folks. This is the goal. And here's exactly how we're going to get there. It is a super tight 4-month roadmap. We kick things off in month 0 by setting up a solid foundation. Then, for the next 3 months, it's all about growing and aging those new accounts. Right at that 3-month mark, we make some really smart strategic applications. And that right there is what sets us up for those huge high-limit approvals in month 4 and beyond. So we're going to tackle this in 5 key stages. We'll start by laying the foundation, super important. Then we execute the growth plan, add in what I call the age accelerator, and finally, we time our first card applications perfectly. Every single step builds on the last, so let's jump right into part 1, the setup. Okay, this is ground zero. Honestly, the success of this entire playbook depends on getting this first part right. We have to open the right accounts at the right banks all at the same time. This is what creates that powerful base we're going to build on. Take a look at this. This is the strategic trifecta. We're setting up 3 pillars at once. First up, Navy Federal. This is where we're going to build a really strong relationship and a high-limit trade line. That's just a fancy word for any credit account that pops up on your report. Second, a Chase checking account. We're going to use this to data mine, basically showing them with regular deposits that we're a stable, reliable customer. And third, a Credit Strong account. This adds a totally different type of loan to our profile, which beefs up our credit mix. See, lenders love to see that you can handle more than just one kind of credit. So how do we actually build a credit report from scratch? Well, the secret weapon, the absolute engine of this strategy, is something called a pledge loan. This is the tool we're going to use to create an amazing primary account that screams financial strength to every other lender out there. So what the heck is a pledge loan? It's actually way simpler than it sounds. You basically deposit your own money into a savings account, and then the bank gives you a loan that's secured by that cash. So the more cash you put in, the bigger the loan you can get. But here's the absolute best part. Once the loan is officially open, you get almost all of your deposit money right back in your pocket. And here's the exact playbook. Step 1, you're going to open 2 separate pledge loans with Navy Federal for, say, $1,000 to $5,000 each. Now, the key here is to make sure you select the 60-month or 5-year term. Step 2, just 5 days later, you pay off 99% of both loans, leaving just a tiny balance. Step 3, you put those teeny tiny remaining monthly payments on auto pay. And then step 4, you do nothing. You just let them sit there and age for 3 months. And this is exactly why this works so well. It's basically a loophole. Think about what shows up on your credit report. 2 pretty big loans that are almost completely paid off, with a perfect on-time payment history. To any other bank looking at your file, this looks absolutely incredible. It's a huge positive signal. Now for the other piece of the puzzle. While those awesome pledge loans are just sitting there and aging, you're also going to open a Credit Strong CS Max account. This adds a different flavor to your credit report, an installment loan. And why does that matter? Well, it strengthens your credit mix, showing lenders you can juggle more than one type of debt. It's a really simple move that makes your brand new profile look way more mature than it actually is. Okay, so we've built this awesome foundation with these high-limit, nearly paid-off loans. But there's still one problem. Our profile is super new. So the next step is to tackle the average age of accounts problem by strapping on a powerful accelerator. And we do that by becoming an authorized user, or AU for short. This is basically when someone with a really good old credit card adds you to their account. The best part is you don't even need the physical card. Their entire history for that account, how old it is, its credit limit, its perfect payment history, all of that gets copied and pasted right onto your credit report. It's like an instant history boost. Now, timing and quality are everything here. About 2.5 months into this whole process, you want to get added to one or two of these AU accounts. You're looking for cards that are at least 6 to 10 years old with a credit limit of over 6 grand, ideally more. And the best place to start? Just ask a trusted friend or a family member if they'd be willing to help you out. All right, 3 months have flown by. The pledge loans are seasoned. The authorized user accounts are showing up. Our Chase account has a solid history of deposits. Our credit profile is officially primed and ready. It is go time. This is the payoff. Applying for our very first cards. We're going to start with the Apple Card because of this awesome little loophole. So, you apply on your phone and you'll get a pre-approved offer. Now listen very carefully. This part is critical. Do not accept the offer yet. Instead, you immediately go and freeze your TransUnion credit report. Just give it about 10 minutes to register, and then you go back and accept the offer. This little trick often lets you get the card without a hard inquiry hitting your report. Just remember to unfreeze it the next day. So you just got approved for a high-limit Apple Card. Awesome. The first thing you want to do is go apply for the next card, right? Wrong. That would be a huge mistake. So why on earth do we need to pump the brakes and wait? It all comes down to patience and strategy. We wait 2 to 4 weeks so that our brand new, shiny, high-limit Apple Card has time to actually show up on our credit report. Think about it from the next bank's point of view. When Chase pulls our credit, they won't just see our foundation. They'll see that another major bank already trusted us with a big credit line. That makes them way more comfortable matching or even beating that limit. Now let's talk about that Chase application. You've got 2 fantastic options here. The Freedom Unlimited has no annual fee. It's a great everyday card. This is actually the one our 18-year-old client got. Or you could go for the Sapphire Preferred, which is a killer travel card with amazing perks. Honestly, either way, because of all the work we did building our profile, a high-limit approval is very, very likely. Okay, so we've got 2 high-limit cards now, probably totaling around 10 grand, but we are not done yet. It's time to bring this strategy full circle and go back to the very first bank we started with, Navy Federal. This is where we unlock the really big approvals. To seal the deal and get those monster limits, we need to show them some more love. So first, switch your direct deposit from Chase over to your Navy Federal account. Then, set up their overdraft protection service. And finally, open a simple CD, what they call an Easy Start certificate. When you use more of their products, you become a much more valuable customer in their system. And what's the reward for all this careful relationship building? Well, after you do these things, you'll probably start getting pre-approval offers from Navy Federal for their credit cards. And because they see you as one of their best customers, the limits they offer are often huge. We're talking $10,000, $15,000, even $25,000. But you have to understand, this is so much bigger than just getting a personal credit card with a nice limit. What we've really built here is a powerful financial launchpad. Having a strong personal credit profile like this is the master key to unlocking major business funding later on. This is what can give you access to serious capital to start or grow a business. So there it is, the complete playbook. From a totally blank slate to a credit profile that's strong enough to command 5-figure limits, you have the entire roadmap laid out in front of you. The only question left is, what are you going to build with it?